In our observable universe, there are approximately 76 septillion stars, more stars than all the grains of sand on every beach on Earth. All these stars with an estimated 10 billion planets and possibly as many as an octillion moons. Let's talk about some of the things that have been happening in astronomy over the past 50 years to answer the age-old question, are we alone? The Milky Way galaxy is approximately 100,000 light years across, with as many as 100 to 400 billion stars. That is really difficult to get your mind wrapped around. So for now, let's just look at our own solar system to see what we've discovered. Currently, we have 8 planets. We had 9 when I was young. Pluto has been downgraded, but rumor has it might make a comeback yet. From those 8 planets, our solar system has an estimated 200 or more moons. Wow! Saturn alone is believed to have more than 80 moons. And some of our solar system's moons are nearly as large as planets like Mars and Mercury. It is believed that life has its best chance in the presence of liquid water, or at least that is what we find here on Earth. Nonetheless, extremophiles have been found that can survive temperatures above boiling or below freezing. These type of organisms were abundant in the evolution history of our planet. Some extremophiles can survive for a limited time in the vacuum of space. For example, microbial extremophiles capable of surviving freezing cold temperatures, ionizing radiation, ultraviolet light, and dehydration have been recently discovered. Newly published research shows that this type of bacterium can also survive the harsh conditions of outer space. Currently, there are likely 23 bodies within our solar system with water on them. This was not known 50 years ago. Moreover, our solar system has 2 planets within the Goldilocks zone, Earth and Mars. In astronomy and astrobiology, the Goldilocks or habitable zone is where the range of planetary orbits around a star can support liquid water with sufficient atmospheric pressure. It is further speculated that Mars once had a thicker atmosphere and liquid water above the surface many years ago. If Mars were only a little larger world, it might have kept more of its atmosphere and water. Surprisingly, methane gas has been found on Mars, and it increases during the Martian summer. This could be due to chemical reactions and temperature, but the methane in Earth's atmosphere comes from living things. However, right now, Earth is the only known planet to have life. As we physically explore the planets in our solar system, this may change. We asked ourselves, is our solar system typical? In a recent NOVA program, the authors found that we are a pretty typical solar system. However, we do have some unusual features, like the lack of a super Earth, as well as the low eccentricity of our planet's orbits. In other words, our planet's orbits are nearly circular, and this isn't normal. Since we are fairly average, that could mean that there is nothing special about our solar system. Therefore, when we ask, do most star systems have 8 or more planets and hundreds of moons? Increasingly, it looks like they might be the case. To date, more than 4,000 exoplanets around other stars have been discovered and confirmed. In fact, nearly every star close enough to see, when we look, we find planets. Hence, not surprisingly, planets are being discovered and confirmed at an exponential rate. So let's have some fun and just look at our immediate neighborhood and do some speculation. Let's say within 100 light years of Earth. That's kind of right next door, or in our own backyard. Remember, the Milky Way galaxy is nearly 100,000 light years across, and we're looking at only 100 light years away. In the image, it would be just a small dot showing our solar system. In that 100 light year area, we find that there are an estimated 13 to 14,000 star systems. Now that's pretty amazing. Let's narrow our search a little to only stars like our own, a Class G star. Class G stars burn their fuel hydrogen slowly. Therefore, the solar system is likely to be relatively docile and long-lived. It is believed that there are more than 500 Class G stars like our own within 100 light years. So if we were to consider only that information which we know about our system, we could speculate that a typical solar system will have 2 of its planets in the Goldilocks zone. From this, we might conclude that there are likely 1,000 planets in our close proximity that might have liquid water and can support life. Planets around other stars, water on planets within our own solar system are all discoveries that have been made in the last 50 years. It would appear that the possibility of life elsewhere is growing. However, there is one huge unknown. That is abiogenesis. Abiogenesis is the original evolution of life or living organisms from inorganic or inanimate substances. If abiogenesis is common, then life should be abundant in our universe, something we will hopefully find out eventually. If it is indeed rare, we may be either unique or something that occurs very rarely. Science is our best course of study to discovering those truths. We can allow science to take us to the answers without bias or belief. We can speculate all we like, but until proven by scientific findings, we cannot find nature's secrets. If life is found elsewhere in our own solar system, that could change our understanding of abiogenesis. This is likely to be a question left unanswered for some time to come. As Jodie Foster or Eleanor Arroway says in the movie Contact, I'll tell you one thing about the universe though. The universe is a pretty big place. It's bigger than anything anyone has ever dreamed of before. So if it's just us, it seems like an awful waste of space. There are numerous videos online covering the topics I have touched on. I urge everyone to explore what is known and unknown and draw their own conclusions to the age-old question, are we alone?